Black Alpha Network. Home of Black excellence. Power to the people.
One day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I must confess that that dream that I had that day has at many points turned into a nightmare. Now, I'm not one to lose hope. I keep on hoping. I still have faith in the future. But I've had to analyze many things over the last few years, and I would say over the last few months. I've gone through a lot of soul-searching and agonizing moments, and I've come to see that we have many more difficult days ahead, and some of the old optimism was a little superficial, and now it must be tempered with a solid realism. And I think the realistic fact is that we still have a long, long way to go.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Black Alpha Network, everybody. Hit them notifications, smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. However this video came across you, up, down, left, right, side to side, make sure you subscribe because we bringing that heat every single time. If you love this one, you're going to love all of the work because we stay consistent. We stay black first, all black everything, and everybody already know how we get down in the certified black society. Yes, indeed. But yo, I hope everybody's living good on this side of the year. Hope everybody's living lovely. Hope all your family's good because shit is crazy out here. It's always been crazy. It's always gonna be crazy, but we just living in it and we making the most of it and we staying strong. You feel me? So whatever's going on in your world, man, I hope you got 10 toes down. I hope you got your head to the sky. Hope your money right. Make sure that shit keep on coming in, and I salute you. All black everything. But hey, I got a little update right here from the Black Alpha Network. We've been grinding real hard. We've been building this thing brick by brick by brick, all of us together, because like I said, this is the only network where everybody's involved. Everybody. The most thorough pod on the motherfucking internet. That's why we call it an AlphaCast. We're going to have a lot more coming, a lot more interactive things. Content on top of content on top of content. We got the Black Alpha Conversations coming, and I'm going to let y'all know what that's all about. It's about everybody engaging, everybody building, putting our minds together, and putting in that work. So I got a lot of things we're going to start building here. We're going to get the Twitter spaces booming because I be seeing motherfuckers doing Twitter spaces and they be doing it all wrong. They be having all these W's in there and they basically be having a bunch of pointless conversations. And y'all already know how we feel about pointless conversations. It's pointless. Therefore, we don't engage in it. If you're doing something that has the term pointless attached to it, then you're wasting your motherfucking time. Do something with power. Everything we're doing right here on the BAN is powerful, not powerless. That's why we're going to go somewhere and everybody else going to fall the fuck back. But like I said, this year right here, this is the year of us building and putting our minds together. So I've been focused on creating a lot of new interactive ways that we can put our minds together, our thoughts, our beliefs, our energies together and make things happen. Oh yeah, I got a lot of projects pushing, a lot of projects, a lot of B1 projects. I'm talking about everything from education, economics, film. We got music coming. I got some B1 music coming and it's powerful. It's coming, I promise you that. I'm gonna load all that up real soon. But it's B1 music, B1 artists, B1 beats, everything from our culture, that real black American shit that everybody's trying to get in on and trying to take their little pieces. We're gonna create right here at the Black Alpha Network a space where foundational black America is gonna get off and it's gonna be ours. B1 started, B1 owned. That's coming too. So yeah, we grinding, baby. And I appreciate everybody holding me down. I'm gonna hold y'all down forever because y'all know I love my B1s with a passion. B1 forever. Hey, so lock in, lock up, man. We're going to chop it up today. All my race regulators, mount the fuck up. Let's get them, y'all. Because this is the year where if they don't want to give it to us, we're going to take it. It's already noted that these motherfuckers is going to fight tooth and nail to keep what's ours away from us. So that leaves us with only one motherfucking option. That's to walk up, kick the motherfucking dough in, and take it. So guess what? We gonna kick the motherfucking dough in, and we gonna take that shit. And we gonna do it B1 style, and we gonna represent to the fullest. So you're gonna be seeing a lot more of me. You're gonna see a lot more of the Black Alpha Network, Certified Black Society, all of us together. I cannot wait to build with y'all. I cannot wait to put our minds together, because I say this shit, and I'll say it forever. We got people right here, down with the Black Alpha Network. All of us, everybody who's listening right now, and who ride with us. We got people right now that are smarter, more clever, more savvy, more intelligent than then all the fake black leaders, then all the fake black politicians, the Coon Caucus, all these fake groups, Black Lives Matter, NAACP, all these motherfuckers who claim to be down with the black community, who claim to be representatives. Man, we got people listening right now that'll wash them. Easy work. They know damn well, none of the motherfuckers, they can't see us by no means, on no platform, on no plateau, on no level. There's different levels to this shit, and we at the very top. Very top. We're looking down on them motherfuckers. That's a fact. So we're going to start putting our energies together, and I promise you, y'all going to see a lot more certified black society. You're going to see a lot more of the Black Alpha Network. We're going to build. We're going to be face-to-face, eye-to-eye, energy to energy, and take this thing from where it's at right now, put it up so motherfucking high, they wouldn't be able to touch it if they jump. That's a guarantee goddamn T, and we on it starting now. But yo, this video right here, oh, it's about to be epic. This is going down with the best of them. I promise you that. Put me on first. This is going to be the best commentary that you'll find about Dr. Martin Luther King anywhere. Any book, any article, any blog, any podcast. This right here, this the best. So yeah, we gonna break it down like we always do. We're gonna get to all the facts, the details, the truth, and just the greatness of Dr. Martin Luther King. Yes, indeed, and thorough as fuck. But before I go any further today, I gotta send a special shout out to all of my brothers, sisters, kings, queens, goddess, and the gods. We in the motherfucking building. Y'all sit back, relax, man. Today we gonna chop it up. We gonna get after it. It's full motherfucking speed, all gas, no brakes, pedal to the goddamn flow. We gonna redline this bitch, but it's gonna be done B1 FBA certified black style. Appreciate y'all. One love to y'all. Let's go to work on these motherfuckers. Today, we gonna talk about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. versus Whiten Luther King, or Token Luther King. We're going to expose the fake ass image that they've placed on our brother, that they place on all of our leaders, that they place on any black person who really stands for something, how they get you up out of there, and then they repaint you in a W image. And then they use that bullshit image to weaponize it against the black community. And it starts at the top with Dr. Martin Luther King. Let's get this straight. I salute Dr. Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King is a B1. Black first. Martin Luther King was a certified black. Martin Luther King was a foundational black American. Martin Luther King was a DOS, descendant of slavery, a freedman. That's who he is. He belongs to us. All right. The same way we have these conversations about slaves. Slaves belong to us. These are our ancestors. We sitting here having a fucking tug of war about our ancestors with these other fucking groups who spit in our face. These other groups who call us every name in the motherfucking book, don't want nothing to do with us at all. The same motherfuckers who perpetuate anti-black racism, but when it comes to Martin Luther King, they want to take his legacy for themselves. They perpetuate anti-black racism, but when it comes to slavery, they want to take a little bit for themselves. It don't work that motherfucking way. And guess what? Right here today, Black Alpha Network, we putting an end to all that shit. All that, because I can't sit back and allow that to happen. It's went on for too long. It's went on for too motherfucking long. Sitting back and seeing people hijack our ancestors, man, fuck no. Fuck no. That'd be like somebody that you know. Let me give a good example. Okay, y'all know I love my motherfucking examples. I'm gonna give this to you for real. This is figurative, but it's metaphorical. Imagine somebody who don't ever come around your family, ain't got a drop of motherfucking blood in them from your family, ain't a part of your family tree. Matter of fact, these motherfuckers don't even like your family. They've made it be clear that they not one of y'all, they don't like y'all, they stay away from y'all. They got nothing but bad things to say about you. Now imagine that same person who got all that smoke for your family, but your grandmother or your grandfather has an inheritance. Then all of a sudden that person shows up on the doorstep talking about, man, I want some money too. I'm just like you. We all people of color. We all in the same family. We the same team. The same motherfucker that never showed no love to your grandmama. The same motherfucker who never showed no respect to your grandparents. The same person who never showed any respect to your family is the same motherfucker who shows up and tries to steal the legacy of your grandmother, who tries to hijack the legacy of your grandfather for their own personal gains. Never gave a fuck about you any other time. Nope, the motherfucking wind blow, the sun come up, sunset, the motherfucking earth turn around. And these motherfuckers is always pumping anti-black racism. But all of a sudden, when grandmama got an inheritance, or grandpa got an inheritance, they ding dong, I'm your third, fourth, fifth cousin. Man, fuck that. It's like the person who wins the lottery. Motherfucker win the lottery, you see the same thing every time when somebody wins the lottery. A motherfucker win the lottery and they ain't got no family. Then all of a sudden, everybody shows up, the third uncle. You know what I mean? They start getting phone call. Hey man, I'm so-and-so. Yeah, man, you remember me from the cookout back in 92. Nah, I don't remember you from 92, motherfucker. Matter of fact, get the fuck out of here. That's what these other groups are when it comes to our legacy. They steal our legacy and they try to hijack it for their own personal gain so they can get a law passed. Basically, Martin Luther King kicked the damn doors down so this country can be exclusive to everyone. And what do these other groups do? They come on in, they benefit off of what Martin Luther King created, and then they stand away from the people who Martin Luther King is related to. And I'm not talking about the King family. I'm talking about the black family. I'm talking about B1s. I'm talking about foundational black Americans. Just like what Dr. Martin Luther King was. He from Atlanta, Georgia, okay? It don't get no more black American than that. But you got motherfuckers coming here from all over the goddamn planet who don't like people from Georgia, don't like people from Carolina, Virginia, Ohio, Florida, Michigan, Indiana, Tennessee, Kentucky, New Jersey. Don't like no foundational black American today. But they seem to always love the foundational black American who ain't here no more. Y'all ever notice that little trend right there? These motherfuckers don't like black folks who are breathing now, but they love the black slaves so much. They love them so much that they want the benefits that the slaves created. Don't like no black person breathing right now. Little black kids run across their yard. Get out of my yard. Get out of my yard. But love Dr. Martin Luther King. Dr. Martin Luther King comes from them little kids running in your yard. Dr. Martin Luther King is from the same community that gave birth to those children. But y'all love him, but you don't like no breathing black person. Nobody liked Trayvon Martin, but they liked Martin Luther King. Ain't that funny? Ain't that a motherfucker? And these other groups use MLK for their own purposes just as much as the dominant society does. Like I said, the dominant society uses him to pacify us. These other groups use him to push benefits that they couldn't get on their own. Yes, indeed. I just seen it the other day. I seen a motherfucker walking around. They had Martin Luther King with a Make America Great hat on again. He's being used by the Republican Party to get votes. As a matter of fact, I've seen the image of Martin Luther King or a Martin Luther King quote at every single fucking protest other than black Americans, even though he was a black American who fought for black American rights. And he said it specifically, so you can't twist it. But I've seen his image everywhere. You got goddamn immigration Martin Luther King, you got rainbow Martin Luther King, you got Make America Great Martin Luther King. I've seen it. He's got a damn hat on that says MAGA, and they painted little pictures. I done seen him out there singing goddamn Negro spirituals before. This is where we are. These other groups all use Martin Luther King. And a lot of times, the people who use Martin Luther King are people who do not like black Americans, are people who are racist towards black Americans. And the main people who use Martin Luther King's fake image, which we call Whiten Luther King or Token Luther King, the same people who use that image will put it up high in the air and then turn around and harm a black person. That's why we exposing their ass right here today. All of them. It's a story that gets told over and over and over right now today. Everyone uses black suffering, black pain, and the legacy of foundational black Americans for their own benefit. Then you also have the dominant society who uses Martin Luther King. They erase Martin and then they type in Whiten Luther King. Oh yeah. Oh, well, shit. Y'all ain't know? Whiten Luther King is a real motherfucking thing. Whiten Luther King has went on since 1969. Oh yeah, and it grew and it grew and it grew and it grew. And they had a whole plan and a whole agenda to weaponize the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and to use it against the black community. Oh yeah, they use it as a weapon against the black community. They literally took this man's imagery. They took everything he stood for. They took the people he stood for and erased it. Erased it right in front of your motherfucking eyes. Implanted some lies, some deception, and quite frankly, bullshit about that man. And then they spread that shit throughout the American culture. It's to the point where any child born, I would say, past 1980 has a convoluted version of what Martin Luther King really was. It really takes somebody who's certified to sit down with a young black kid and tell them the real Martin Luther King. You literally have to be debriefed because the fake white Luther King has been shoved down black people's face for 60 motherfucking years. 60 years. Go talk to a black person who was alive when Martin Luther King was alive, and you'll get more of a clear description of the man. Go talk to somebody who was born after Martin Luther King died, and you're going to hear more about the myth. I've seen it. I've seen it. I see young kids walk around here all day long. Be like Martin. They didn't know that Dr. Martin Luther King supported reparations for black Americans, but we're going to clear that up today. They didn't know that Dr. Martin Luther King was for foundational black American rights first, but we're going to clear that up today. They didn't know Dr. Martin Luther King was anti-war, but we're going to clear that up today. They didn't know that Dr. Martin Luther King changed his stance on nonviolence, but we're going to clear that up today. And you know the best way to clear all that up about Martin Luther King, all the myths, all the fabrication, all the W lies that they tell about Martin Luther King. You want to know the best way, the most clear, honest, unfuckwittable way to prove our point? Well, the best case is to hear from his own mouth, hear from the man himself. Dr. Martin Luther King is going to let the whole motherfucking world know how he felt about reparations, how he felt about nonviolence, how he felt about foundational Black Americans above everybody. So this ain't us making this shit up. That's what they do. This ain't us coming up with lies. That's what they do. This ain't us reaching for nothing. No, that's what the fuck they do. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., this is our brother. This is our king. We're going to represent him to the fullest, and we're going to hold it down like we always do for foundational certified Black Americans. We keep it 100% thorough, and we represent each other to the fullest. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to hear from the man on how he felt about everything. Then we're going to fast forward to how we feel about everything. And you're going to see something that stands out very, very, very clear to you. Is that the thoughts, the policies of Dr. Martin Luther King in the 1960s line up directly with the Black First B1 foundational Black American movement of the 2000s. When you hear Martin Luther King talk, he does not sound like someone who's a Republican. When you hear Dr. Martin Luther King talk, he does not sound like somebody who's a Democrat. When you hear Dr. Martin Luther King talk, he don't sound like no Black Coon Caucus motherfucker. He sounds like a foundational Black American. He sounds like a certified Black. And for that, I salute Dr. Martin Luther King, and I will always hold down our brother, because his thoughts and his policies gave way to a lot of things that we do today. So there's nothing more beautiful than hearing our brother, our legend, say things back in his time where he passed the baton to us in our time. And eventually we gonna pass the baton to the next generation. But it all goes in one consistent line. It don't turn Whiten Luther. It don't turn Token Luther. It don't turn that way, this way, nonviolence, pacifier, none of that shit. It's not MAGA Luther King. It ain't Immigration Luther King. It ain't Rainbow Luther King. We gonna get to all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's none of these fake ass versions of the man. It's all about the real person. The real person who is ours, who belongs to us. In the same way that we protect the slaves' legacy, it's the same way we have to protect the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King. Because we all know they want to smear and hijack everything that we built. I'm talking about from the smallest thing to the biggest thing. You know, we talking about from the outhouse to the White House. Every single thing that Black Americans have touched and that we're responsible for, there's this mission to erase it from history or to maintain it and give the credit to someone else. But unfortunately for every motherfucker who's riding that wave, they're gonna have to run into this wave. And this wave is the B1 wave. And we don't go for that shit. We don't play that. No, we go hard for ours, and everything we do it our own way. Yes, indeed. So the man is Dr. Martin Luther King. The myth is Whiten Luther King. The legacy is Dr. Martin Luther King. The lie is Whiten Luther King. And no matter how much they try to lighten him up, no matter how much these other groups try to use him for their own gain, no matter how much they try to use his legacy as a weapon against Black people to calm us down, to pacify us, through all of that shit, we still stand tall and we hold our brother up. Because remember, if we don't do it, nobody else is gonna do it, but we gonna do it, we gonna do it B1 style. And the best way to hold our brother down, I'm gonna give you the best way, is every time somebody who's non-Black says his name, reject that shit. Fuck it. Hey, it is what it is. Now I know somebody's out there saying, damn, Black Alpha, that's some foul shit. Well, I guess it's gonna be some foul shit to you then, motherfucker. Cause it ain't foul to me. It ain't foul to me. Because when you examine it, 99.9% of the time, his name is spoken by somebody who isn't Black. It's spoken with some bullshit attached to it. This is how much they've destructed his name and his legacy. 9 times out of 10 when somebody says Martin Luther King, it's to pacify Black folks. It's to keep Black folks subdued. It's to keep Black folks calm. This is why you always hear his name recited after a riot, after a rally, after a protest, after a Black person gets unjustly bumped off. They don't just say, hey, Martin Luther King supported reparations. What would Martin do? It ain't never what would Martin do when it comes to reparations, because he agreed. It ain't never what would Martin Luther King do when it comes to Black folks boycotting, because he agreed. He supported all boycotts. That was one of his main policies. It wasn't just to sit in and get milkshakes poured over your fucking head. No, Martin Luther King used to talk about boycotting all the time. And that's something that Black folks really have to do. Black people try to boycott nowadays and last about 5 fucking minutes and they back. They can't even boycott nail salons. So no way in fuck are they going to boycott any major industry. But if Black folks took their money out of these industries, trust me, shit would change. Because we all know that the loss of finance is something that always gets the attention of W supremacy. And that's what Martin Luther King used to practice way back in the 1960s. all the time. And we know that, and they know that. So if you really want to hold our brother down, man, don't even fucking listen when someone says Martin. Don't even do it. Because they'll be like, well, Martin Luther King wouldn't do that. Or they'll say, Martin Luther King wouldn't do that. Or they'll say, Martin Luther King wouldn't do that. I mean, it's always some motherfucker talking bullshit about our brother. And it's always used against us. You tell me the last time you heard Martin Luther King's name and it wasn't some bullshit quote. 9 times out of 10, when a non-black person says Martin Luther King's name, they're telling black folks just to calm down in 20 different fucking languages. Only thing changes is the accent, but the purpose is always black folks be nice, black folks love everybody, it's not that bad. Martin would let you beat them up. Martin would allow you to get abused. Martin would allow you to get kicked and stomped. Martin would allow somebody to harm their children. That is the extent of non-black people's relationship with Martin Luther King. He is only a weapon used to go against black folks, and this was purposely created. That's the whole play, and that's the whole agenda. They take black people who mean something, and then they get them out of there, and then they change the image. Martin Luther King was somebody who stood for black folks, and they said, you know what? If we can get him up out of here, change his image around, put words in his mouth, completely give him a makeover, lighten him up, and get rid of Martin Luther King and bring in Whiten Luther, then we can use that image to pacify black folks for the next 60 years. And I'd be damned if it didn't happen. I'd be damned if it didn't happen. Anybody who went to public schools from 1980 forward, then you know every fucking teacher teaches you that Martin Luther King ended racism. Not that he slowed it down, not that he put a halt to the shit, not that it was going 100 miles an hour and he got that motherfucker down to 50. No, they say Martin Luther King had a dream, racism went away. That is the common motherfucking teaching in public schools in the United States of America. I don't want to hear about no critical race theory bullshit. I know for a fact, and anybody out there listening right now, then you know if you went to school from 1980 to today, all those fucking teachers, they pull out their little Martin Luther King book with the little coloring book, and it's all happy, and it's got all these rainbow of people dancing around. Then they say things were real bad since slavery, and then one day Martin had a dream and it all stopped. That's what the fuck they teach kids. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I remember being a kid and hearing the teacher say that shit. And then going to the next school and the next teacher said it. And then the next school and the next teacher said it. And then all my friends, their teachers taught them the same shit. They teach kids in the public school that racism walked right out the door as soon as Martin Luther King had a dream. Martin Luther King's dream was realized. Everybody go home. That's what the fuck they teach people. That's why unless a child has a certified black parent, they get this message completely twisted. And a lot of our young folks were running around here naive as fuck. Naive as fuck. They were shocked when they were ever confronted with racism. Oh yeah, because they were walking around here in the world thinking Martin ended racism. See, people didn't think that shit. In the 60s and the 70s, they was living it. In the 30s and the 40s, they was living it. In the 90s, unless you were certified, motherfuckers let that shit go over their head. Young kids was running around here holding hands with all these other little kids. And what happened? They all grew up, and by the time they got into middle school and high school and they got socialized, those W friends of theirs start saying, fuck you, Shaniqua, go that way. Fuck you, Jerome, go that way. And Shanika and Jerome were sitting there thinking, what? I thought Martin had a dream. I read a little fucking coloring book and everybody was holding hands together, all different colors. I can't come over no more and hang out? And Billy and Sally say, nope, and drive the fuck away. And little black kids was lost like a motherfucker because they was getting taught that Martin Luther King ended racism. That's what the fuck got taught. The I Have a Dream speech has been to the biggest benefit of the dominant society. They milked that motherfucker for about 50 years. Now, I will say this. As this new era rose, motherfuckers start to wake up. And all those Martin Luther King quotes, they don't hit like they used to. They don't hit like they used to. But boy, was they hitting back in the day. Go back to 2008, 2004. Go back to 2097. Man, the motherfuckers was hitting heavy. You couldn't say shit. If a black person asked for a plate of soul food, somebody would say, well, Martin didn't like soul food. I think you should eat Brussels sprouts like the rest of us. You couldn't be pro-black. You couldn't stand on anything that was black because they'd whip out the Martin Luther King. It became like, what would Jesus do? That's what they did. They created this false perception of Martin Luther King, and that perception they created was not black at all. MLK was basically somebody else's property. He didn't even belong to black folks. He was everything but black. Oh yeah, everything you ever did. Any right. When the goddamn, what's up buddy name got his ass whooped in California? Rodney King. They came out and said, what would Martin do? I'm telling you, they straight up said that when Sean Bell got hit in New York and black folks in New York was about to rise up, they was like, what would Martin Luther King do? I'm talking about in your personal life, professionally, collectively, it was always used as a pacifier. And they ran that motherfucker to the core. And then they taught black folks, do not study Nat Turner. Do not study Malcolm X. Do not study the Black Panther Party. Do not study anybody. Only people that you need to study are Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King. And they put that shit in your school books. They put it on television. They put it in parades everywhere you went. Martin Luther King is the only black person in the history of this country that gets spoken of in the public school system. Oh yeah, the only. Go ahead, think about it. Run it through your mind. Who else? Now, I didn't say black man. Nope. I ain't say black woman. I say he the only black person who gets talked about. They may say Rosa Parks here, there, sprinkle her in left and right, but guarantee she's going to get spoken of with Dr. King. But Martin Luther King is the only black person. Dr. Claude Anderson said it best. He said, black folks have been in this country for 400, 500 years, and we only pop up twice. Once during slavery, once during the civil rights era. Now, we all know they don't talk about any slaves specifically because they basically just say, you know, slavery is basically just some W's treated black folks bad, and then it all went away. The civil rights era pop up, and they don't talk about nobody from the civil rights era. They don't talk about Martin Luther King. I'm telling you, out of every single black person who's ever lived in this country, billions of black people today, the only black person that ever gets spoken about in school is Martin Luther King. In their eyes, Whiten Luther King. This was all one big play. It's all one big agenda. It was all done in an orchestrated fashion. We're all aware of these agendas that they have today. Every time you turn on the TV, every time you leave your house, you see some agenda that's to go against black folks. You see it over here, you see it over there. They're trying to make our men weak, buck broke, all that shit. Everybody is well aware of the agendas that they have against us today. Remember, the Whiten Luther King was an agenda that they created a long time ago. They sat down at their table and they said, you know what? How can we create a fake messiah? Because remember, J. Edgar Hoover said he wanted to stop the black messiah. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's documented, right? But what's the flip side of that? The flip side is the best way to stop a true black messiah is to take a real one, eliminate him, and then create a fake one. That's how you have exit Martin Luther King, enter Whiten Luther King. Damn, we dropping the motherfucking facts right here. Bang them notifications, subscribe to the channel, man. We getting it. We're going to work today. I told you, man, we laying them all out. We laying it all out right now. I'm going to say that one more back. Exit Martin Luther King, enter Whiten Luther King. Martin Luther King is a person who comes from our family tree. Martin Luther King is a person who put it all on the line for us. Whiten Luther King is somebody that they said, he's going to pacify black folks. He's going to keep them calm. He's going to keep them subdued. And we're going to take everything that he stood for and just twist it and sell it to them. We're going to put him in the school books. And we're going to allow W teachers to teach black kids about their own black leader. Listen to what the fuck I just said. They are going to make W teachers teach black kids about our own black leaders. Then they also said anytime we do them harm and they want to defend themselves, we're going to shame them and tell them that's wrong. Whiten Luther King wouldn't do that. And think about it. Basically, Whiten Luther King is just there to shame black folks. That's all. It was here to shame us. It was here to shame us from being independent, from loving ourselves, and most importantly, from defending ourselves. That was the number one thing. They figured if every time we got up and every time we stood up and anytime we fought for our rights, they could just make it look like it's a bad thing and make us put our heads down and say, well, okay, that's true. They could say Martin wouldn't fight for his rights, and we say, okay. They say Martin wouldn't fight back. Okay. That's why they made 100 movies, 100 made for TV shows, 100 motherfucking magazine articles. They got these MLK Day. Trust me, they didn't give you MLK Day because they loved him. They gave you MLK Day so they can brainwash you. Trust me, they didn't give Martin Luther King bridges and roads and shit because they loved him. They did it to brainwash you. And the bridges, roads, and parades that I just talked about, that goes back to what I was saying. The only black person who pops up in the school book. They didn't put that man in the school book because they gave a fuck. Think about it. Billions of bright, intelligent minds, black folks who served in every goddamn aspect of the military, black folks who fought in every single war, and only one black person gets a road everywhere. Only one black person gets a bridge in every single town. Only one black person gets talked about in school, and that's talking about elementary school, preschool, college, middle school. It don't fucking matter. You don't hear about no Malcolm X curriculum. As a matter of fact, that's another thing they teach you in school. Hey, feel me now. I know y'all gonna feel me. Don't they pretty much teach in school, Martin was the good black guy, Malcolm was the bad black guy. Be more like Martin, stay away from Malcolm. That's what the fuck they teach you in school. And either they teach that shit to you directly or indirectly. I remember I was talking to some fucking person a long time ago and they was like, my school, we talked about Malcolm. I said, yeah, you probably talked about Malcolm for about 5 fucking minutes and they told you how evil he was and how you need to be more like Martin. That's all it is. It's the MLK card. And they've been whipping that out on black folks for years. I seen them whip out the MLK card on Obama. Now, we all know Obama is softer than Carnival cotton candy. So if they pulling out the damn MLK card, be nice on Obama, and he's soft, what you think they doing to the average B1? Exactly. It's all a common mechanism. It's all to keep black folks down. And like I said, they all sat at their little W supremacist table and they said, let's get this guy out of here. Let's erase his image. Let's put fake stories on him. Let's put fake beliefs on him. Let's put fake policies on him. Anything he ever said that was true, let's just act like it never happened. Anything he ever said good or for the benefit of black Americans, let's just act like it never happened. Let's give him a couple bridges, a couple roads, name a couple streets after him, give him a fucking parade. And matter of fact, we'll give him a holiday. We'll give him a big ass holiday and we'll use all this shit for years to keep the black community subdued. And then we'll talk about his dream speech. Then we can falsely claim that that moment in time that he said, I have a dream, everything went away and got better. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why black folks walked around here for years saying things done got better, y'alls. That's where it came from. The whole things done got better, at least this version of the things have gotten better, all comes from them. And trust me, they got people that they're plotting on today. Oh yeah, do not be surprised years from now if it's Colin Kaepernick. Matter of fact, they're doing it already. Colin Kaepernick, Black Lives Matter, Obama, all these people are going to be used as Martin Luther King ripoffs. Oh yeah, they're going to try it. Now, their problem is that you're dealing with a whole different issue right now with us. B1, we here to stop that shit, reject that shit, and run it off the block. But a couple years from now, they're going to say when Colin Kaepernick kneeled, it was very much like Martin Luther King's dream. Or they're going to say when Barack Obama, yes, we can, that's when racism went away. Or when Black Lives Matter came about, the whole dominant society woke up and got nice all of a sudden. It's the same fucking play. It's called recycle racism, and they'll run that shit over and over and over. But I run that all the way back. Remember, the dominant society, they created Whiten Luther King, Token Luther King, and then they hijacked our brother's legacy. It's the same reason why they're walking around here saying immigrants built America. It's the same thing they were saying when they said Martin's dream ended W supremacy. Same thing, cannot separate the two of them. That's exactly what the play has been, and that's what it's always been. They took his legacy to shame black folks. They took his legacy to pacify black folks. They take his legacy to uplift everybody who's non-black, and they take his legacy so they can continue anti-black racism. And ladies and gentlemen, that is Whiten Luther King, a complete misrepresentation, falsehood, and hijacking of our foundational black American hero and legend, Martin Luther King. And they always do this with our legends. They hijack their legacy for their own benefit and for their own gain. And that's why it is extremely paramount for us to protect the legends and their legacies. Because if we don't, a few years from now, our accomplishments, our legacies, and our creations will all belong to somebody else. I mean, they take our heroes from us. What you think they're gonna do? They take our land from us. What you think they're gonna do? And everybody else who is non-black, they don't mind taking it. They love the shit because deep down inside, they all have an envy for us any fucking way. They all wish they could be what we've been through and still be who we are today and still stand with your motherfucking chest out and your chin up. They can't do that. So therefore, what's the next thing you do when you cannot accomplish something on your own? You go steal it from black folks. And these motherfuckers ain't got no shame. No shame. They shameless doing it. The same way they walk around here and say immigrants built America or this is a country built by immigrants is the same way W's walk around here and they claim Martin Luther King is their own. Oh yeah. When you hear quotes, Martin Luther King quotes, ask yourself, does it normally come from black people uplifting other black folks? Or does it come from W's shaming black folks? Because usually when I hear a Martin Luther King quote, it is a W saying it. I very rarely even hear black folks saying it because we ain't got to run around and say Martin Luther King quotes all day long because Martin Luther King is one of us. And half the things that Martin Luther King stood for, we stand for anyway because it's our culture. He's from our culture. Therefore, he says things that are common to us. So anytime something's common to you, you ain't got to walk around all day long and wag your finger and tell that shit to people. The only time I hear Martin Luther King quotes is coming from the W's, and it's usually on Martin Luther King Day. Or it's coming from the coons who are copying what the W's told them to say. But usually when you hear them, it's somebody telling a black person, calm down, be nice, love everybody. Oh, yes. And they're wagging their finger while they're saying it. So the Martin Luther King quotes are just like the I Have a Dream speech. It is all property of the dominant society, and black folks lost control of that shit a long time ago. And it doesn't help when you had the Jesse Jacksons running around here, and you had the Al Sharptons running around here, and you had the fucking Lewis guy and the young guy and all those other motherfuckers running around here saying the same thing. As a matter of fact, the whole goddamn civil rights era is just one big Martin Luther King quote. That's it. That's it. And the same way that they pump the civil rights era on you is the same way that they pump the Martin Luther King quotes on you. I mean, literally, you'll have a W sitting there saying all lives matter and then turn around and say a Martin Luther King quote. You'll have a W saying, well, maybe Trayvon deserved it, and then say a Martin Luther King quote. Then you'll see another W say, well, Sandra Bland was in the wrong, and then they'll say a Martin Luther King quote. They'll literally support the harming of a black person and then say a Martin Luther King quote out their breath the next second. This is how twisted and pathetic these motherfuckers are. They'll say some anti-black rhetoric and then turn around and say a Martin Luther King quote on top of it. Straight up, I've seen it. I seen them say, what about black on black crime? What would Martin do? If black folks just complied, this wouldn't happen. And then they'll turn around and say, Martin had a dream though. That's it. All the I have a dream speeches is a weapon. All the White Luther King quotes and all that is just a weapon. So be very careful when you hear it. And like I said, if you really want to do something about it, anytime a non-black motherfucking person says something about Martin Luther King, reject that shit. Reject them from the door. Don't let them get the whole motherfucking sentence out. Throw that shit down the fucking block. That's what you do. Don't even let them mention our king. Fuck that. You know, we in control of this shit. Quit playing motherfucking defense, play offense. You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker come at you and they non-black and they start saying Martin Luther King, cut their ass off before they even get the Martin out. They come to you and say, what with Martin? You say, shut up. Point blank, shut them down. They say, I had a dream. And I say, you had to shut the fuck up too. Starting now. That's how you handle it. So if anybody's representing Martin Luther King, it's going to be us. If anybody's going to be uplifting Martin Luther King, it's going to be us. Because remember, we are the only ones who have the right to hold down the legacy of our black American ancestors. That goes for slavery and the civil rights era. That goes for black American descendants today, tomorrow, forever. Because if not, you're going to end up with that whitewashed version of our heroes, our legends, and all their legacy. Because foundational black Americans, we are the only people who have to fight to maintain the truth about our legends. Because if you leave it up to them, they're either going to say our legends were bad, people don't listen to them, or they're going to say our legends were this, and it's not going to be the real version of who they really were. It's either going to be what benefits them in a good way or what hinders us in a bad way. That's it. 9 times out of 10, it's the same damn thing. You can never do that. You'll never ever see no other group have to fight for the representation of their own ancestors. We got to do that. We got to take our own legends and have real battles with other people who want our legends for their own favor. Listen to what the fuck I just said. You can't make this shit up. Foundational black Americans are the only people on this planet that have to fight for the rights to speak the truth about our ancestors, not their ancestors, not them ancestors, not they ancestors, our own. How the fuck do you got to fight for the rights of your own ancestors? Because everybody else wants in on them. They either want in on them to benefit from them, or they want in on them so they can use it as a weapon against us. We the only motherfuckers who get our legends used against us. What the fuck? Come on. Come the fuck on. You would never have this battle with the dominant society. You could never go to them and talk about John F. Kennedy or George Washington or Abraham Lincoln and have some battle with them and try to take them from them and benefit off of them. See how long that shit lasts. But they damn sure come to us, take somebody that we hold in high revere and say, that didn't happen, that didn't happen, that didn't happen, and that didn't happen. And then make our person in their own image. The dominant society takes a black person, gives them a makeover in their own image, and then sells them back to us. And then a lot of black folks put that shit up on their wall. They'll have a big ass picture of Martin Luther King and Jesus. Brought to you by the dominant society, sold back to your ass. Y'all know I'm going with that one. Y'all know, hey, we gonna keep this shit pushing. But you know where we heading with that. Facts. And this is what happens all the time. But the biggest difference in this era than most other eras is that this is the first era where black folks realize Martin Luther King's way ain't the only way. See, we've been overly saturated to handle it Martin Luther King's way for so many years. It's been taught in schools, it's been taught everywhere you go, that black folks really didn't know that there's other means of black activism. Black activism comes in so many different ways, so many different facets, and so many different fronts. Right now on the Black Alpha Network, so many of y'all got economic backgrounds, some of y'all got military backgrounds, education, healthcare, it doesn't matter. We got a lot of different black folks who come in a lot of different forms. And that's the beauty of our people. Our people got soldiers on every single front. That's why I said I'm going to put together something that's interactive and we can all put our minds together and we can work this thing. You may be good at this, he may be good at that, she may be good at that over there. And when we all in the same space at the same fucking time, it's a wrap. And that's the beauty of us. We got a lot of different fronts. Muhammad Ali said it best. He said it's like the military. Some people fly in the air, it's called the Air Force. Some people fight it on the water, that's the Navy. On the ground, that's the Army. But when they all put together, they form like motherfucking Voltron. You feel me? And that's how the game goes. And that's where we on right now. So this era has shown folks, after 50 years of Martin, do it like Martin, be nice, be good, I had a dream. Now black folks are saying, well, you know, now there's other ways of doing it. We're finding out that we've had thousands of black activists and they've all specialized in different areas. Martin Luther King was good at what he did. Malcolm was good at what he did. Stokely Carmichael, good at what he did. H. Rap Brown and what he did. The Black Panther Party, they all had different ideologies. Marcus Garvey, Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington, they all had different ideologies. See, what I like to do, I like to cherry pick the great parts of every single one of our great leaders and put them all in a pot and sharpen it. Hey, iron sharpens iron. That's what you got to do. You got to learn great things from great people, mix it all up, and then boom, you got the right recipe. I didn't always agree with a lot of things Martin Luther King said in his early days. Now, in his latter days, there's a lot of shit I agree with. But some of that I had a dream of my kid and all that hoping, doping, woping, that wasn't my motherfucking thing. I still salute the man, but that wasn't my motherfucking game. I'm more of a harsh, stern realist, and let's get to this motherfucking work. But shit, I ain't got to tell y'all already know. Y'all know how we all get down, and y'all know I come crazy with it, but straight put in work. And I choose my words very, very wisely, and I focus my energy very, very sharp. And the thing I've noticed the most right now is black folks are getting on the internet and they're reading about Marcus Garvey's policies. They're reading about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's ideologies, Malcolm X's ideologies, the Black Panther Party, everybody. And they're finding out that there's thousands of different ways to practice black activism. And you don't have to be oversaturated with the last 50 years of Martin Luther King. If you do choose to do the Martin Luther King thing, that's on you, that's fine. Because there's a lot of good items that you can find in his ideology. But at the same time, you cannot just do that. You got to understand that there's so many different ways of doing it. And there's so many different aspects. And there's been millions of brilliant black minds, including people still here today. And you can learn something and take something from all of them. And if you do that, you're always going to win. You're always going to win. That's why the ancestors have provided us so many great minds, so much great energy. It's for us to draw from. You feel me? And the more that we draw from the Marcus Garveys, the Black Panther Parties, Stokely Carmichaels, the more we learn from them, the more we appreciate Dr. King. The more we start to shed the imagery of Whiten Luther King. Because when they oversaturated young folks with Whiten Luther King, and then the young black folks grew up and never really understood black activism and became very naive. That's why when you see a lot of these young folks be running around with their head in the clouds and they walking around here all happy dappy and shit and don't really understand supremacy, all that are people who were affected by the Whiten Luther King agenda. And when you see black folks today that are out here froed up, black power fists in the sky, really certified, those are people who have broke the shackles or people who never had the motherfucking shackles in the first place. And I realize the more we embrace the whole community, the more we break the shackles of that Whiten Luther King. And that Whiten Luther King shit was real. They put that everywhere. I remember a girl I was dating. Her daughter was in school and it was a Black History Month or Martin Luther King Day or some shit. And I told her, I said, do not let that girl go to school and hear all that Whiten Luther King stuff from that W teacher that are nothing but lies and bullshit without you telling her the real truth. Pull her to the side and tell her about the real Martin Luther King, what he really stood for, who he really stood for, and how he was black first. And make sure that you undo and correct every lie that that teacher tries to tell, because you know they're gonna tell it. Or just don't send your kid to that class. Put it this way, W's, they take their kids out of school in a minute. They running around here right now talking about some critical race theory is hurting our kids' feelings. We're taking them out of school. Well, then damn it, take your kids out of school during Black History Month because they're going to lie. Take them out of school during Martin Luther King Day because they're going to lie. And eventually Black Lives Matter Day because they're going to lie about that shit too. Oh, trust me, they still in schools right now talking that Martin Luther King had a dream shit like they did when I was in school. They don't give a fuck. You know it don't matter. You know they is not going to change. They not going to. They still in school right now talking about some Martin Luther King had a dream and it all went away and all the stuff you see on TV. I'm talking about this person, that person, that person, that person, all them black people who get harmed. Oh, that's just a coincidence. Martin Luther King really ended all this with his dream. They ain't stopping. So if they don't stop, you don't stop. Stay on it, stay with it, and make sure your kids know the real deal. I tell all my folks who got anybody in the public schools, that's where they get our kids at. So keep them away from the bullshit and give them that real talk. The certifieds, we raise certifieds. The certifieds, we keep it certified. Anything other than that is a waste of time. Facts. Now, since we right here on the Black AlphaCast, the most thorough, let's break it down even further. We talk about receipts, we talk about spoilers, but let's just give it a hard motherfucking facts. We're going to show you that everything that foundational Black American B1 society represents today, you can draw a direct line to Martin Luther King Jr. feeling the same way about it in the 1960s. Oh yes, this is something that they don't talk about. This is something they don't acknowledge, but we about to acknowledge and talk about it right here today. Martin Luther King felt the same way about reparations as Black Alpha feel about reparations, as certified Black society feels about reparations. And you can hear it. This is the Martin Luther King that they don't talk about. This is the Martin Luther King that they keep on the hush. But this is the Martin Luther King that is ours, and we're going to show it. Listen.
Now, when we come to Washington, in this campaign, we're coming to get our check, to get our check, to get our check, to get our check, to get our check.
Damn. Martin Luther King said straight up, we coming for the check. That sounds a lot like today when we say reparations, cut the check. He said we coming for the check, we say cut the check. Same thing, same B1 energy. Straight up. Y'all hear that now? This ain't White Luther King. This ain't the I Have a Dream speech. This ain't none of that. This the Martin Luther King that we all know about. You feel me? This the Martin Luther King that we speak about that don't nobody want to hear, that don't nobody even acknowledge. See, us B1s, we been on this. We been knew this side of Martin Luther King. We always know the difference between the two. Like we said, today, we gonna separate Martin Luther King from Whiten Luther King. And we doing this shit right now, right down the center. And we've been knowing about it. Just now the world's about to know. He said more about reparations than Barack Obama. Barack Obama's still out here today. I just think that, McDonald's fries are better than Burger King's. Motherfucker, anything to change the goddamn subject. Kamala Harris just told you, fuck reparations. She said she ain't even gonna give you $1 off rip. Joe Biden is against reparations. You feel me? Matter of fact, he said he's for them if you include other groups that already have them. You know what I'm saying? And this is Martin Luther King saying in the 1960s, we coming for that check. So I salute that. Let's even hear more straight from the man. Not straight from the dominant society, not straight from the W, but straight from the man himself, our B1 brother, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
They always saying to us that we must wait. That's the policy of gradualism. So often we have adopted that policy of gradualism only to discover that gradualism was little more than a do-nothingism and an escapism which ended up in standstillism. We are saying now.
See, that's everything we talk about. You know how we're sitting here talking about fake progress? And we're talking about how they try to give us this fake illusion of progress, and they try to give us symbols in the form of entertainment, in the form of politics, in the form of sports, integration, but never in the form of justice. That's what MLK is talking about right there. How they feed us slow crumbs, gradualism. And gradualism becomes stalling. And stalling basically means we don't give a fuck, and then you're too old to do anything about it. And then they run that same cycle on the next generation.
Is it just the fact that Negroes are black?
White America must see that no other ethnic group has been a slave on American soil. That is one thing that other immigrant groups haven't had to face. The other thing is that the color became a stigma. American society made the Negro's color a stigma.
Okay, now this one right here, this is the realest. The same way that they try to use other groups and uplift them over Black society, or give them the tangibles that are meant for us, and we all see it happen every day. Joe Biden hands out all of our stuff to someone else. They try to run that same game on MLK back in the day and do that whole, well, aren't y'all all people of color anyway? Ain't y'all all one big part of the people of color family? And he did the same thing that we talk about right now, a direct line. He broke down the differences between those other groups and foundational Black Americans, and he nailed it. That's what I'm talking about. The same way that MLK handled that question is the same way Black folks today need to handle it. Like I said, the blueprint is already laid out. Folks just got to run with it. People just got to do it. So when you hear the Democrats out here talking about Black reparations for everybody, black economics for everybody, or black tangibles for everybody. Handle that shit the same way Dr. King did. That's what he's talking about. That's that direct line right there. One more time. Right there. That's that direct line between Martin Luther King's policies in the 1960s to how B1 foundational black Americans view things in the 2000s. You see it. We talk reparations, he talk reparations. We say that they're always trying to kick the can down the street, stall us, give us that recycled racism over and over and over. That same effect Martin Luther King was talking about in the 1960s. He called it gradualism. So you see, we drop receipts. We're not dropping receipts from making this shit up. We're not dropping receipts from some fucking quote. We ain't dropping receipts from some we all the world kumbaya, but anybody can be racist towards black people when ain't nobody looking. Nah, we ain't running with that. We're running a direct line, direct receipts from this B1 energy. Because when you got B1 energy, it don't matter what year, it don't matter what fucking time, it don't matter what day. As long as you got it, that shit is forever. And you can obviously tell by the way Dr. Martin Luther King is speaking, and by the way we as a B1 black family represent, it's that same black energy, and it don't stop. It just gets stronger. But make sure you tell them the truth about Dr. Martin Luther King. You tell them that the same people who pretended to love Dr. Martin Luther King so much yesterday was the same people who hated him when he was around. Tell them Dr. Martin Luther King didn't slip on ice. You ever notice that? They'll talk about MLK all day long, but they'll never talk about what happened to him. They'll never say that. They keep that way the fuck hush. Now, you would think that the system in which he fought W supremacy and how he was taking out W supremacy, you would think that that would be the most important part of this man's work. But yet they skip over all the aspects of supremacy, because this lets you know again that this is just another fucking trick bag. That's it. That's all. They don't give a damn about MLK. They don't give a damn about black folks. Only thing they give a damn about is confusing you and trying to make you think this shit don't went away. That's it. Let me ask this question, and this is the $1 million question. And I ask a motherfucker this every time MLK Day roll around. When was the last time you heard Martin Luther King's name and W supremacy in the same sentence? I got my hand up. I'm looking. I'm waiting. Nobody has, because they don't never put those two in the same sentence. Any other famous person they put in the same sentence. They put Abraham Lincoln in the same sentence as the slaves, but they don't put Martin Luther King in the same sentence with W supremacy. It sounds like they're trying to eliminate W supremacy from Martin Luther King's legacy, even though Martin Luther King's legacy is based on combating supremacy. We combat it now, he combated in the 60s. But they'll never put them together. But they'll tell you all day long, Abraham Lincoln and the slaves. Slaves, Abraham Lincoln, slaves. They make sure that they intertwine those two subjects because it makes them look good. But when it comes to MLK and mentioning the system in which he fought supremacy, then all of a sudden they make sure they put a gap in between that because that makes them look bad. That's what happens when they try to control the narrative, and this is what happens when we expose that shit. So no, they don't talk about how MLK was taken out. They always leave that out. They don't ever tell you that his family sued because they don't think the guy, James Earl Ray, that they said took out Martin Luther King even did it. Do you know that Martin Luther King gave his I Have a Dream speech in 1963? He didn't pass away until 1968. And they always put that at the tail end of his life to make it sound like that's what he went out thinking. In reality, he went out thinking far more stern by his own admission. And we got the receipts. Did you know that MLK passed away in 1968, and very shortly after, his brother passed away, found in a swimming pool suspiciously? Did you know that MLK's mother was also assassinated only in 1974? So do they ever tell you about his parents? They don't ever seem to ever talk about Martin Luther King's. I guess we know why. Did you know that Malcolm X was present at the March on Washington? Did you know that Martin Luther King is the person who inspired Bobby Seale to start the Black Panther Party? Co-founder and chairman of the Black Panther Party, as a student, went to go see Dr. Martin Luther King speak at the Oakland Auditorium. Immediately after, he started the Black Panther Party based on the motivation he received from Dr. King. These are all facts, baby. Did you know that never did the dominant society ever carry a favorable view of Martin Luther King during the civil rights era? He always would poll with numbers in the super negative. As a matter of fact, First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis is on record calling Martin Luther King a fraud and basically saying she hated him. The tapes came out in the 2000s. She said it in the 60s. And she was just reflecting the majority of their community that hated that man. So all the fake love that they say they have for that man, that ain't real. That's wrong. But I'm gonna tell you what is right. It has also been proven that the dominant society statistically will only admit to any form of racism if it's 20 to 30 years ago in the past. One is because everybody who did it 20 to 30 years ago are all let off the hook today. And two, they can always point back to the past and say, yeah, there was a problem, but we've gotten better. So those are all the facts that you got to make sure you let every young person know. Every young person. We got to rewrite the shit that they rewrote. We got to do some debriefing in this motherfucker because there's been a lot of miseducation in this motherfucker. But that's all right, because us real ones, we going to keep the legacy alive and we're going to do everything the proper way. A lot of these motherfuckers out here sloppy, they inaccurate, they wrong, and a lot of them are just fucking off code. But we going to stay on code, we going to stay codified and work and build together. We all know the real. See, they'll sell you something that isn't true as long as you ain't looking. See, black folks got to stay focused. You got to learn how to train your eyes. They'll tell you all day long that the civil rights era and Martin Luther King and all that ended racism and shit done got better. Then they'll send out their coons and they'll say shit done got better. And then no matter what happens, they'll still say shit done got better. John Lewis was running around here talking about shit done got better, literally while black folks was getting popped on camera. And he was still saying shit done got better. Facts don't mean anything. Remember, in the system of supremacy, SOS, facts don't mean anything. So you really got to live by your own facts and stand on your own. As they say, live by your rep. And that's how we got to get down, and we got to stay on that 24/7, 365. Or, as I say, 25/8. Because nothing changes but the weather. And they can try to provide all these statistics and talk about how much better things have gotten. Because that's the main thing. It's always got to be things have gotten better. The more things have gotten better, the more calm black folks become. The more calm black folks become, the more they abuse us. Every single time black people get comfortable, they get a boot up their ass. So the main thing for the dominant society is to keep us comfortable. And how do you keep somebody comfortable? Tell them it's over. Tell them they've won. During the civil rights era and black folks start making all them gains, they said things have gotten better. Things have gotten great. There's no reason to fight anymore. And black folks sat back and didn't fight anymore. And then here came hell in the 80s and the 90s. They had it all planned the fuck out. And you can look at statistics from now until back then and see that dream never really motherfucking happened. Not the way they said it. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. And it's funny that they've been trying to sell us an I have a dream. But in reality, everybody out here, we say we woke. So it's either you woke or you dreaming. You understand? And Martin Luther King said it himself. You heard it in the beginning of this video that his dream has become a nightmare. And the facts are that statistics have shown black people still live in the same condition. You're not living in better racism. There's no such thing as better racism. All you're living in is today's version of racism. Anti-black racism. The one permanent staple of this world. Okay? Black folks is feeling it every single place. And we can show you that all that civil rights shit was a lie. All that fake progress was a lie. And you know, right here on the Black Alpha Network, subscribe to the channel, bang that like button, smash some notifications. Y'all know right here on the Black Alpha Network, all my day ones, we like race receipts around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We like to race regulate on these motherfuckers. So I got some race receipts right now that are going to show you the differences between the civil rights era and today. And let me give you a little spoiler. There's some differences, but they ain't better, they're worse. And you come to find out, as much as the dominant society tries to tell us Martin Luther King quotes, tries to tell us Martin Luther King had a dream, try to sell us a fake image of our legend, and try to use him as their fake symbol to hide their anti-black racism, you come to find out that through all the statistics, it proves the progress never came, the civil rights have never been civil, and in the words of Martin Luther King himself, that dream has become a nightmare. Receipts. The typical black American family is virtually no closer to equal footing with the dominant society in terms of income and wealth, where it matters. Now, they can run around here all day long talking about, we get to share the same Walmart, or we get the same water fountain. All that is what it's always been, is another motherfucking symbol. That ain't no different than them putting Maya Angelou on the motherfucking coin, Harriet Tubman on the fake fucking dollar. That ain't no different than Kamala Harris's new fucking jacket or Barack Obama's fucking haircut. It don't matter. That's a big nothing to black Americans. We can walk into the same goddamn Walmart and go into the same motherfucking grocery store. We can walk down the same aisle and go to the same frozen food section. I don't give a fuck, because at the end of the day, when the dominant society walks out that store and when we walk out that store, they're going back to the system of supremacy that that benefits them with wealth and income, and we're going back to the system of supremacy that hinders us with obstruction, anti-black racism, discrimination, and targeting. Guarantee. Now, listen to all these statistics that tell the truth. Now that we got all the fucking symbols out the way, we got all the fucking symbol chasers out the way, all the gestures and all the bullshit con games, I'm talking about real cold cut facts. Now that we got to the motherfucking point, let's look at the statistics that show the dream never came here and the civil rights ain't so motherfucking civil. In 1970, in the middle of the civil rights era, the average black wealth for a black family was $6,674. The average wealth for the dominant society was $70,000. You see the gap? Now, let's fast forward to right here today. The average wealth for a black family is $13,000. The average wealth for the dominant society is $149,703. Facts. And if you do not believe me, those statistics are provided by the Federal Reserve Survey for Consumer Finances. Bet that. Look it up. It's all there. Check. On to the next one. The typical black household has less than 1/10 of the wealth by the typical dominant society household. Almost the exact same ratio that existed in the 1960s. Now, the 1960s was the civil rights era. I thought shit got better. We talking about 1/10 then and 1/10 now. Nah, bruh, shit ain't got better. It's still the same. And there's more. Those lower home ownership rates among black Americans is pretty much because of smaller incomes. We get paid less for doing the same work. Smaller inheritances, which we don't get because we get paid less for the same work. And all this has went on while black folks have consistently voted 90+% for the Democratic Party, who claims to be for the black worker. Nah, everybody else's rates have went up. So basically what I'm trying to say is that when the Democrats get in office and they talk all that shit we're gonna do for black folks, we're gonna do this for black home ownership, we're gonna do this for black education, we're gonna do this for the black unemployment rate, all that shit that they talk about, everybody else gets the benefits because their statistics have went up and black statistics have either stayed the same or went crashing down. And that's from right now. You can rewind that bitch all the way back to the 1960s during the civil rights era. As we proceed. During the mortgage crisis of 2004, for those people who remember, black home ownership plummeted from nearly 50% to the lower 40s. That's a statistic that has not been seen since the late 1960s. In the middle of the goddamn civil rights era. The shit went back. 60 fucking years later almost, it went backwards. And you mean to tell me shit done got better, y'alls? The statistics show men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And when you get the real motherfucking numbers, then you really see the truth. Oh yeah, ain't nothing changed but the motherfucking symbol. That's one big motherfucking horror movie for black folks. So all these fucking coons run around here and all these NAACP motherfuckers and coon caucus, and they try to always pump up the civil rights era. You come to find out by looking at these statistics, knowing the real facts and the real truth, that the civil rights era wasn't some type of utopia or heaven or progress for black people. It was one big ass trick bag. Because when you see that black people have went backwards 50 years later, while everyone else has been elevated, then I think you done exposed the civil rights era for what the fuck it really was. One big ass con game. And they used all the hoping, wishing, and coping to facilitate that shit. But you know how we do as B1s. Shit, we pull the rug from underneath that shit. And we're gonna continue to keep cashing these race receipts. Listen to this. Let's talk about the real fucking facts. What's really important. Income. The income gap between blacks and the dominant society is almost the same as it was in 1968. Okay, almost the same. Black folks in 1968 made $25,833. The dominant society made $49,186. Let's fast forward to right now. The black community's income rate is $33,000. The dominant society's income rate is $60,000. That is still the biggest racial gap between two communities in the United States collectively if you took every group and put them in one spot. The gap between the dominant society and black Americans is the biggest gap that exists. And mind you, that's only our gap with them, because we also have a gap with everyone else, including populations that have a lower percentage in their populace as we do. So basically, people with less are still getting more opportunities than more of us. Now think about that. Black folks gained the right to vote in the 1960s and still haven't gotten anything for their vote. Oh, by the way, black folks got their right to vote. So despite what these Democrats try to tell you, black folks can vote, okay? That's for a whole different group. That's a whole nother time. That's a whole nother conversation. But black folks damn well can vote. Anyway, black folks have got the right to vote, do vote, and still don't get shit. Just like black home ownership is so low, even though they signed the Fair Housing Act in 1968. That was another symbol. Black folks out here getting harmed in the street publicly by public officials who get away with it with no recourse or backlash. Even though black folks got the Civil Rights Act, which prohibited any of this from occurring. In 1966, they signed the Fair Labor Standards Act, and black folks still get paid less. So let's get a check. Let's check this all out. You have the Fair Housing Act, which says you can't discriminate based on color when it comes to home ownership, and black folks still get discriminated on based on their color. You have the Fair Labor Act, which means everybody has to get paid the same for doing the same work. Black folks still do not get paid the same for doing the same work. You have the Civil Rights Act that says you can't harm nobody in the streets racially or any other way. Black folks still have that happen to them on the day-to-day on national TV and still can't get past that. So it sounds like that, along with I Had a Dream speech and all of the Whiten Luther King talk, all that civil rights trick bag, that all sounds like a bunch of fucking symbols from the 1960s and 70s that have been used to pacify black folks from the 80s, 90s, and the 2000s. And that only goes on with anti-black racism, with discrimination, with targeting, with obstruction that we see clearly through these numbers, through these statistics, and through this data has not changed since the 1960s in the civil rights era. So next time, anybody from the dominant society, any person of color, any minority, come around and wag their finger at a black person and say, Whiten Luther King wouldn't do that. Or, what would Whiten Luther King do? Or, Whiten Luther King had a dream. You tell them. You can keep your Whiten Luther King, your dream, your civil rights era, your shit done got better, your coon caucus, all that. You can keep that shit because that's fake. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., well, that's a B1 foundational black American DOS freedman, and we salute him and we stand on the shoulder of all of our ancestors, and we're gonna represent them to the fullest. And if you ever come around B1 society, you're gonna find out that we serious about ours, we go hard about ours, we get the full 100, and anybody who got any problems with that getting ran the fuck off the block. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I officially call a race receipt. About 20 of them motherfuckers. But that's how we do it over here on the Black Alpha Network. Bang that subscribe. But yo, this has been another episode of the Black AlphaCast. I appreciate the love. I salute y'all. I've seen a lot of shout outs to everybody. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., his legacy, Malcolm X, Huey Newton, everybody who's been a part of this struggle. Not just one man, not just one person. That goes for black folks from the past, that goes from black folks from the present, and that goes to black folks for the future. We all gonna stay together. We all gonna stay strong. We all gonna ride. It takes more than just one. It takes everybody. Each one teach one. If we all do a little, then we all do a lot. And if we do a lot, we can't be fucked with. And the history shows that, and they already know that. So let's keep doing our motherfucking thing. I appreciate all y'all. You know I love you with a passion. Appreciate all my day ones. Appreciate all my new riders. One thing about all of us, we all stay real. We all stay true to ourselves. And every single time they see us, they know that we can't be fucked with. That's why they move to the side. Y'all stay safe out there. We coming. I told you, we got a lot more things building. We working, we grinding, we own it. That's my motherfucking word. Y'all stay easy out there. Take care of yourselves. I salute you one by one. I'll catch you on the other side. Remember, black is beautiful and beautiful is black.